Have you ever answered the phone and hear a woman screaming that her house is on fire and her baby's inside? There's nothing you can do but listen to the baby screaming in the background, do your job, and pray that first responders make it there quickly. Most of us have had to call the police at least once in our life. When we've done this, we've spoken to a dispatcher. Although I've been at the bank for the past 13 years, for the past 5 years I've also been a dispatcher and dealt with the stress of that job. The purpose of my speech is to inform my audience of the stress a dispatcher endures on a daily basis. So today I'm going to tell you a little bit about dispatcher burnout, post-traumatic stress disorder, and the stress of dealing with the officers over the radio. First, I'm going to tell you about the most common stress that a dispatcher deals with. It's called burnout. According to headsets911.com, dispatcher burnout occurs when a dispatcher is unable to adapt, cope, or adjust to the work environment. That means the long hours, the constant phones ringing, and the constant radio traffic keeps the dispatcher's body on alert status. Even when things calm down and everything's quiet, the dispatcher's body never truly relaxes. It's always waiting for the next phone call, the next radio transmission. The second thing I'm going to tell you about is PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. Although PTSD is more commonly associated with veterans, there was a study conducted by Michelle Lilly for the Journal of Traumatic Stress, which concluded that dispatchers are at an increased risk to develop PTSD or the symptoms for PTSD. Although the dispatcher is not witnessing the traumatic event firsthand, they're having to deal with the emotional trauma of the victim. Most callers are hysterical when they call. The dispatcher has to put their own emotions aside to get the pertinent information needed from the caller. Finally, I'd like to tell you about the stress of dealing with the officers over the radio. Most officers like to believe they are the only ones on the radio, and that the dispatcher's job is to sit there and listen to them. In an article, 10 Things Dispatchers Want You to Know by Dean Scoville, it emphasizes the fact that dispatchers are multitasking. They're not only listening to the radio traffic, but they're answering 911 phones. It's very stressful to have an officer yelling at you across the radio because he's in a bad situation, and at the same time you have someone yelling at you on the phone because their situation for them is just as bad. In conclusion, I hope I was able to share some insight into the stress that dispatchers deal with on a daily basis. Whether it's dispatcher burnout, PTSD, or even the officers across the radio, a dispatcher's job is very stressful. I felt I was qualified to talk to you about this topic because I was the one that answered the phone with the woman screaming about her baby. I was the one that dealt with that stress. So remember, the next time you call the police, just because the dispatcher's tone might not be the happiest to hear about your situation, you never know what the situation was that they had just dealt with.